Hey brother, Stuart Matola, men's relationship coach. I hope you're having a great day. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about boundaries, sex, and masculinity. So if you have a challenge saying no to your partner, or you feel like you have to suppress your needs in order to meet her needs, you'll want to check this out. I'm going to give you some simple tools and reframes that'll help you out. So I want to frame this explicitly through the lens of a client of mine. And he basically couldn't say no to his partner because he had this voice inside of him, and these voices may live in you too. And typically they're deeper, they're unconscious, they come from a very young age. But his was, if I say no to her, she will go away. If I say no, she will abandon me, she will pull away sexually, she will pull away her love, okay? And he had had this experience where she wasn't interested in sex and she basically ignored him often. He would sometimes come home from work and say, "Hello, sweetie." And he wouldn't even get a response because she'd be busy, in whatever she was doing, looking at the phone, or just even like a, "Oh, hi," like a glance upwards. And this was going on for years and it was crushing for him. And so we finally started doing some work together. And what he wasn't able to say no to in that moment was, no, it's not okay for you to not acknowledge me when I come home. And there were other things too. No, it's not okay for you to totally withdraw sexually. You are the woman I've chosen, and we need to talk about this. So sexually, he was being shut down. And I hear a lot of guys posting on my channel on YouTube talking about like it's hopeless, it's lost, it's cruel when a woman withdraws completely sexually, and he's still stuck in that cycle and he feels trapped. Now the piece about masculinity was this client, he basically thought he had to take it. That was masculinity. That was old school masculinity, which meant I have to put my needs second because that's part of what a man does. Or, in his case, and in the case of many men, I don't even access my needs. I don't even know what they are because this is unconsciously running me, and this is the sense that I'm not worthy of having needs because I'm a man. I can't be weak. I can't be vulnerable. So he was basically in the room with three internal competing voices. And one said, I can't have needs. That's not manly. Another was, if I say no, she'll go away. And the other was, this isn't fair, living with a wife who's sexually withdrawn. So he's feeling trapped in between those. So imagine the inner war of those three voices. Maybe you have one or two of those yourself. So what do you do instead? Okay. Well, I often like to say, if you can name it, you can tame it. So for this guy, he could start to name the fact that, yes, having needs is not the same as being needy, okay? So that was a clear reframe. So when you can own your needs and not feel weak because you have them, you're human. Of course you have needs, even if it's the most basic of the need to be respected, the need to be seen, the need to be heard, okay? So as he was able to own his needs, he was able to work with that voice that said it's not manly to have needs. And in that space, then he was able to work with that voice that said, if I say no to her, like, no, it's not okay sexually to withdraw. No, it's not okay to not greet me, okay? He was able to step into confidence to just make requests, simple requests. Like, hey, sweetie, I'd really appreciate it when I come home from work that you could look up at me, say hello, and yes, I'd like to hug you. And I'm not going to demand that, but I'm requesting that. Where can you meet me? And then when it came to sex, he had a similar conversation of making his requests. And we did have to work with a theme that I see quite commonly with men where they just want the sex immediately. I was like, no, that's going to take time to open. Get to touch first. Get to openness first. Get to affection, caressing. Enjoy the slow dance of the process. This guy was able to get out of the old school masculinity, a sexless marriage, and learn to use boundaries to help him go after what he wanted. I hope this was helpful to you, brother. If it was, check out links to my work below to take a deeper dive. Thanks so much for watching, and have a kick-ass day. Bye.